Now, the new software is great, but we've got one more thing to show you. Introducing the new M1X Mac lineup. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So Apple's next event is right around the corner, and although WWDC is primarily a software event, it looks like we might be getting some hardware this year, which is super exciting, so let's go ahead and dive into the video. So Apple actually hinted towards hardware in a new WWDC promotional image. In the reflection of one of the emojis, you can see the Unicode for fork and knife, sleeping emoji, and a laptop, which could be a major hint towards some new MacBook Pros. They are heavily rumored to be announced at WWDC this year, and at this point they're just teasing us, putting the Unicode in the reflection of one of the emoji's glasses, basically telling us that a MacBook might be coming out, and the fact that all of the emojis are using a computer which looks like a MacBook Pro definitely plays into the idea that we will be getting some new hardware next month. And along with that, Apple leakers like John Prosser are also supporting the idea that MacBook Pros will be coming out next month. But anyways, at WWDC we will be seeing our first look at iOS 15, tvOS 15, iPadOS 15, watchOS 8, macOS 12, and a ton more. The event is going to take place from June 7th to the 11th, and it's going to start at 10 a.m. Pacific Daytime on Monday the 7th. You can watch it on Apple's YouTube live stream, apple.com, Apple's developer app, Apple's developer website, and the Apple TV app. There's going to be over 200 sessions with a ton of Apple engineers, managers, and designers, and a lot of this is going to be code focused, of course, because it is a developers conference. But we might be getting another look at some VR and AR stuff as well, which will be pretty exciting. Apple is also launching a new Pavilions feature for WWDC, which will make it super easy for developers to plan and organize their conference experience around topics like Swift UI, developer tools, accessibility and inclusion, and more. And of course, the main focus is going to be software, since it is a worldwide developers conference, and how that software is going to shape and power the next generation of Apple's hardware. And speaking of hardware, we might be getting some new computers featuring the M1X chip. It would just be the cherry on top if Tim Cook just walks onto the stage at the end of the event and says, "Now the new software is great, but we've got one more thing to show you. Introducing the new M1X Mac lineup." Hopefully you enjoyed that impression. So like I said, the big rumor is that it's going to be either called the M1X or the M2, but we don't have the official name just yet. But what a lot of people are thinking is that they're going to showcase some new hardware and how it's going to integrate with all of the new software that they've been talking about at WWDC, which I think makes a lot of sense. And they could have a little video reel with a bunch of developers talking about the new computer and the new chip. So the new hardware that we could be seeing is the 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros with more ports like HDMI and an SD card reader, along with MagSafe making its return. We also might be getting a look at the M1X Mac Mini, which we got some info on yesterday from John Prosser, and possibly get our first look at that new 32-inch iMac, which hopefully comes in space gray and has black bezels. Now these new computers should be coming with mini LED displays besides the Mac Mini, of course, and the price is most likely going to increase as well because we're getting redesigns, a new chip, and with that chip we're going to be getting some massive performance increases. Bloomberg recently said that the new MacBook Pro models are going to feature a 10-core Apple Silicon chip with 8 high-performance cores and 2 energy efficiency cores, along with a 16 or 32-core GPU, and support for up to 64 gigs of RAM, which is absolutely nuts. And keep in mind, this is only going to be the second ever version of Apple Silicon, so all of this is super exciting, and I think the most likely product that we will see is the MacBook Pros. The Mac Mini, I've heard that it might be coming in WWDC or as late as November, and the iMac is kind of hit or miss as well. I've seen a lot of reports saying WWDC and a lot of them saying sometime in the summer, but it looks like the most likely product that we will see is the new MacBook Pros, especially because Apple literally hinted at them themselves, so they could either just be playing around with us and making a meme, or it could just be like a legit hint towards the new computers. Leave a comment down below if you think that was a direct hint to new computers at WWDC. I think at the very least they're going to at least mention Apple Silicon and what they plan to do with it in the future. Keep in mind they're also 1 year into their 2-year transition from Intel that was announced last year at WWDC, so it would make sense if we got some new products to further along that transition. I doubt they would release like everything all in one go, like new iMac, Mac Mini, MacBook Pro 14 and 16-inch. I highly doubt that all of those would be coming out at the exact same time, but I definitely think that MacBook Pros have a potential of being released next month. And like I said, a lot of leakers and reporters are also suggesting that we should be seeing some hardware next month, or at least sometime in the summer, but fingers crossed for WWDC. I know a a lot of people are waiting for those new MacBook Pros, so hopefully we get a look at them. But anyways, that's your WWDC preview for 2021. I'm super excited to get a look at the new software, as well as hopefully a look at some new hardware. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Leave a comment down below of what your thoughts are about WWDC. Do you think we're going to be getting some new products, or do you think they're going to keep it strictly software? Other than that, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like and subscribe. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Go.